Hello and welcome back to another quick tax lesson with Katherine. I am Katherine, founder of both The Only Consultant and Prisma Tax Group. We are working to develop a course for virtual assistants in the Philippines who want to work with USA accounting firms. So while we are developing our course on USA tax basics, I am recording some sample lessons for you so you can get an overall feel for our vibe, our style, and just some small snapshots on what our course is like and what you'll be learning about. So, today I'm going to be talking about planning for tax season, and this is self employed edition. So, if you are a W 2 employee, you will have different components and ways to proactively plan for tax season. This is specifically for entrepreneurs, freelancers, independent contractors, because it is always tax season when you are an entrepreneur. And a few small money moves throughout the year can put you way ahead of the game. So, as someone who is self employed, it's very important that you are making estimated tax payments, also called quarterly tax payments. This is a fun fact. It's not a separate tax return. That's a common misconception. So it's just paying an estimate in tax to the federal and the state. So to the IRS and then your states as well. So it's important that you are allocating deposits to quarterly estimated tax payments throughout the year. So that way, when we set up your estimated tax payments as an accounting firm and you, the client, you'd be able to pay them in full because you are constantly saving for taxes as you are earning income throughout the year. So, step one is to save accordingly. My general rule of thumb is to save 25% of your deposits as a business owner. And as a little fine print moment, depending on the tax situation, when we calculate an estimated tax payment for clients, it might be a different amount than this. This is just a general blanket rule. There's a lot of nuance to tax. So if you deposit 100% into your business bank account, 250 should automatically be saved for taxes. And I understand, of course, like being a small business owner and the reality of that, that sometimes it just doesn't happen. But you want to make sure that you're saving when you can as someone who is self-employed because you should be making estimated tax payments throughout the year. Another option is to set up a SEP IRA, which stands for Simplified Employee Pension Individual Retirement Arrangement. What a mouthful. Basically, it's a retirement plan for people who are self employed. So, we, as an accounting firm, do taxes and finance and financial planning and investing in retirement plans is something a certified financial planner would do. So, in this situation, we would come up with the calculation on what makes sense for the client to contribute to their retirement plan. And then the certified financial planner actually sets it up and then they save money on their taxes. And again, there's rules on this. This is just high level. Know it exists. SEP IRA for people who are self-employed. Withholding, this is an accounting buzzword. So, tax withholding is also known as tax retention, pay as you go, pay as you earn. And if you are an employee, the withholding is the amount of the federal income tax withheld on each paycheck. But when you're self employed, there's no automatic withholding unless you set it up. So, there's an option to withhold money on all of your deposits that are coming from your 1099 job. It's called backup withholding. And basically, it prepays your tax. It's the same thing as making an estimated tax payment. And this is something that would be adjusted when you are completing Form W-9, which is the form that a contractor or freelancer, sole proprietor, same thing, you would complete when you are starting an engagement. And the person paying you takes that information and uses it to generate a 1099 for you. And then you pay tax on the 1099. If you adjust your withholding, there'll be a box on the 1099 on the form that will have the amount that you prepaid, and then it'll be a credit when you go to file. And obviously, we want people to work with us. Having a tax professional in your corner is really the best way to get ahead of the game, especially when you're self employed and your income and expenses can kind of be volatile. So, I hope you found this presentation helpful and useful. And I thank you so much for your time. Be sure to find us on all major social media platforms, the_only_consultant. I'm Katherine Studley. You can find me on LinkedIn. And of course, you can visit our websites, theonlyconsultant.com and prismataxgroup.com. Thank you so much.